Yeah, let's see how many came in, then we'll start quickly. People, nice count. Cool. Let's get started. Okay, so welcome everyone for the project training program for the month of August. And so this project training is though focused on the training part, but we will be also checking on how can we work with interviews, how can we make sure that we crack interviews, and how can we make sure that we are able to identify ourselves as an RPA developers, though we are having limited or no experience. Well, being said that, the experience that you're projecting in the interviews is what you will be doing over here. The project live experience is what you will be doing in our training program. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, Vijay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So you will be seeing some messages on like this on the top, and you will be able to understand or get see the reviews if you want to check the reviews of the program and who attended and who were able to complete this training. That is also available in our Instagram, your Automate with UiPath. So go ahead and you can check that out even. Well, if you want to connect with me, then I think you are already aware of my LinkedIn and YouTube channels. And you can go with LinkedIn and search for Vajrang B. And in the same way, in YouTube, you can check with Automate with UiPath. I have given you I think most of you have connected with me through WhatsApp. So go ahead and check out my GitHub profiles as well. By the way, we'll be covering all the projects with RE framework as a minimum requirement. Well, about me, well, you need to know whom you are learning from or who is your mentor. Well, my name is Vajrang, and I am a UiPath architect, and I am working in this industry for the past 8 years, and with IT industry around 9 plus 10 years. And I have a YouTube channel, Automate with UiPath. Well, we are closing to 6,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed it, this is the right time. Go ahead and subscribe. And I'm also a speaker at multiple forums like um, World RPA Summit in Hyderabad and multiple online events. One of the RPA developer workshop that happened a few months back. I was a part of the panel and gave some information about RE framework. And if you want to check more about me, then you have the links over here. Well, being said that, you should definitely know who should attend this meeting and how many members or what are the expectations and how many jobs can you get. Well, at the end of the day, you will be able to do only one job, but you can get multiple offers is what I am thinking, because people who are getting them, they are able to get high paid jobs and high paid salaries. And even if you are trying as a fresher, you need to know basics. People who know things ahead of going interviews, then you will be obviously taken up in the forefront. So members who are failing in the coding interviews, and let's assume that you are not able to clear the first round of technical interviews. Most of the time, what happens is there will be only 2 or 3 rounds of interviews. If it is true, then the first round interview will be a technical interview. Then if you are able to crack it, then the second round will be a interview. Like it will be a HR discussion only. Let me just turn on my camera. Yeah. Okay. Can you see my video?
Yes,
Yeah,
Vajrang.
we can see.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes,
Okay. So Yeah. So members who are getting trained for certifications also can attend this training program. And as I'm saying earlier, if you are clearing the first round of interview, that's when the interview ends. The next part is negotiation only. So you can concentrate on negotiations. So you need to be able to crack those interviews. How to crack them and how to get placed is what we are trying to understand. Along with that, we'll have some mock interviews that we are going to see in the next slides. And members who want to fetch job as an RPA developer are the primary targets, but also we have seen people who have gained knowledge and went ahead as RPA solution architects as well as RPA business analysts as well. So this is a holistic approach of how to work on the projects. Well, there is a small ask of how joining this one, but it will be easier for you to go ahead and understand. Well, what are we going to cover in this particular training program? Well, we will be working mostly with studio community. All the integrations or all the projects that we are going to do are with free licenses so that you need not procure any further license and you can work with whatever you have, but still be able to understand and work with multiple members and able to work in an enterprise level environment. And we'll be having orchestrator community version, a task capture to understand how a PDD and SDDs are created. We'll be working with repo management, because if there is some code that's written and if it should be shared with someone, how will you do that? You cannot share just an XML file. That's not how it works. Then how will you share it? So GitHub integrations and creating issues with projects, like if there is any issue, how can you create it? What are the bugs? How can you work with the bugs? And if required, we will have some industry expert sessions to give intermediate sessions for you, like if there is any special requirement. Let's take a pause and let's see if there are any questions till now. Any questions? You chat.
Sir,
I think chat is available for everyone. Yeah, please go ahead. Tell me, Manoj.
sir, why have choose UiPath instead of other RP tools?
Good, great question. So I'll tell you. Give me 5 minutes. Okay, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
let
okay.
that why RPA, why UiPath, right? Okay, I'll park that question. Next question, because we have some trends in the next slides. So that's the reason. I'm
Hi
looking for
Vajrang, this is
solution.
Satish.
Your name, please?
Satish,
Satish. Yeah, go ahead.
Vajrang, will you provide any certification after this completion of this course
Yes.
certificate?
Yes. Okay, I think the questions are getting repeated. So whatever we have in the deck, so let's go with this. So Sonia Chahwal, if you are looking for solution architect, yes. What is your current role is what you need to mention. Please mention it in the chat. Let's go back. Um, And what are we going to cover in week one basics or week one project basics? See, for every project to work on, you cannot go ahead and deep dive into every extended concept that I'm telling. And suddenly, if I come in and say that, okay, start working on RE framework, you will not be able to do. But you will be able to understand, or you will be trained on the first week how to understand the activities and how to work with the activities. Well, if you are not having an understanding of how to write an if condition, how to add a switch condition, then you may need to check again. Please connect with me how to work on them, and then you can. But if you are having basic understanding of development or any kind of programming knowledge, anything, even if you can write simple mathematical calculations, even that will help you. That should be enough. Uh, Going to the next week, we'll be covering. So from week two, week one will be basics on the projects, as well as we'll be covering on how to implement something, what from initiation, what will be start, everything will be covered on the basics. So this is what you need to understand. From week two, what we need is we need to have understanding of complete project implementation, where you will be assigned to a team, and along with you, you will be having one more senior RPA developer, and you need to work with them. Along with them, you can work or create the new tools. So the teams will be divided, and you will be given access for the organization, and you will be taken up into the roles. And so we will be advancing with our complexity, or we will be adding few more elements. For example, here UI and web automation is what we are looking at. But in week 3, we will be looking at JSONs and APIs, link structures. So these are very simple concepts. The only thing is the way how you understand and how you try to learn is what matters. But that becomes easier if you are taught correctly. So that can be done in third week. And fourth week is complete enterprise project on your own scale. So you will be given up, like from week 2 itself, you will be given up some project to work on, and we will be having scrum meetings daily. So all the scrum meetings that we are talking on is what you will go ahead and learn them. Like 1 hour trainings are the scrum calls that you can target yourself as. So you will be able to complete, or you will be able to start and complete the project end to end from the beginning, documentation, initial analysis phase till the end of deployment and hypercare phase. So there are multiple phases of life cycle, and when we are talking about life cycle phases, it means that how we can implement any kind of RPA tool, any kind of RPA project. So that is the 4 week program that we have, and let me just go. So again, every project requires these things, and these things are mandatory to be done for each and every project in our program. And PDD creation, to understand step-by-step process, solution creation, development, solution unit testing, how to test that, how to integrate that multiple applications, and how can you make sure the documents are prepared. So all these are common practices in development. But if you are going for an interview, you will be asked only on the basics of these questions. But if you are not able to answer, that's when you will get caught, or you will be like interviewer will be able to understand that you don't have experience. So how can you get them? You need to get them by working on it. Well, these are the simple questions that normally people will ask, and yes, recordings will be given on the day you are absent or on the day that you are not available. But I seriously suggest you to not to miss any session, because recording will always be a one way of interaction where you will be able to listen only. But if you are talking, then that's when you will be able to learn more. Okay. So along with RPA free certifications, like there are few free certifications that you can complete by the end of this course, like RPA Foundation, RPA Starter, and RPA Advanced. So by the second and third weeks, you will be able to complete RPA Developer Advanced certification, though it's 40 hours. Since we will be covering most of the things in our training program, it will be easy for you to just answer them and get the questions answered and get the certifications. Well, if you're going for any paid certification, then here is what you have. And we have RP Associate certification from UiPath, that's around 10,000, and advanced with 15,000. You can go ahead and pay it and attend and able to get it. Well, if you are completing those 4 projects, RP Associate exam will be a cakewalk for you. It will be very easy to complete the certification, and you will be able to do it. Advanced, I suggest you to take 1 more month and to practice, and then go ahead and take it up. So then you can be able to do it. Because with 4 projects, the most of the time you will be on a listening mode, and very less implementation, or if you can say that 60% of that is a listening mode and 40% is the implementation mode that you are working on. But the next 1 month, if you can work on 100% implementation mode, then you will be able to crack the advanced RPA UI ARA certification as well. I am a UI ARD certified, and you can also target for it. Okay, I'm just pausing it for a while, going back. Okay, let's go with the next one. Yeah, here you go. Next, right, quick access. Okay, will you get certification for this course? Yes, you can get certification or you will get certification. See, more than a certification, it's an experience that you need. Okay, certification you can project it, but if you are able to answer it in the interview, that's when it makes a real difference. So this will give you a booster on how to go ahead and start with the interviews, but in the interview, what you practice here will really be benefit for you. And along with, see, I cannot just give you a course and I cannot go ahead and ask you to go ahead and attend. So these are the free add-ons that I'm giving you, other than the paid amount that you are doing, or paid amount that you are giving me for all the training for the 4 weeks. So we'll be working on resume preparation, how to make sure that your resume is accurate, even if you are keeping 2 years of experience in your resume, how to make sure that you don't keep it as a fake experience, how to make sure that it is legitimate. So, and mock interview for everyone, like everyone will have a mock interview so that they can go ahead and feel the presence of an interview. And if you are failing, fail in the mock interviews and get it resolved, and then go ahead and attend the interviews and crack them rather than failing in the direct interviews. And job reference support, I'm not providing jobs here. Please make sure that this is not a place where I'm providing the jobs, but most of the jobs are will be closed will job references, and with my connections I will be able to share contacts and share requirements with you, where you will be able to go ahead and attend the interviews and close them. So I'll have a quick pause, and I will see if you have any questions. Tool is Power Automate Desk. I want to transition. Dhaval, if you're going with Power Automate Desktop, then maybe you can check with some online tutorial. But we are training only with UiPath. And I have asked you why. So Sonia have not Sonia. So yeah, Murli, who's that? Someone asked me why, right? Okay, why UiPath? Yeah. So let's see why UiPath in our. Uh, I'm just sharing my screen completely. Let me see if you can see it. Can you see it full?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let's see with Google Trends. Okay. Why am I taking Google Trends? You will just try to understand. You will just understand in a few minutes. Okay. Now there are multiple tools like UiPath. Okay. So this is one tool. I'm taking it to the world, and I'm taking it all. Or you can just check with web also works. Automation Anywhere. Will you give any other tool? Go ahead. Blue Prism. What else? Uh, Desktop, Power Automate Desktop, pad implementation. Where is UiPath? It's not pad then. Power Automate Desktop. Okay. So just see the trend for the past 12 months. What we will do for the past 2014 till now. Okay. Now, if you observe, of all the tools, which tool is leading the best out of for the past so many years, or if you can see from 2016, which tool is leading in the market?
UiPath.
Exactly. And one more thing, let's go with one more assumption, or go with one more check. Naukri, if you have seen, let's see with jobs. One thing with Naukri is it will show Power Apps and Power like Power Platform Development, also Power Automate Desktop. It's not like that. If you go with UiPath and search for your interviews or search for your jobs, let's see only the past 30 days. Okay. So sort by, okay. Let's just see if I can do anything else. We have 8,600 UiPath jobs, and let's see all filters. Maybe we can check with last few days. And okay, show more. There is no more consultant jobs or IT jobs. Okay, freshness. Okay, last 30 days. We'll select only last 30 days jobs. So there are around 5,832 jobs only for UiPath. Let's go ahead and see for Automation Anywhere. So again, let me see if that is what is the timeline. Freshness, last 30 days. So it is showing 22, but the problem here is this is showing automation test engineer. So I will just change it to automation anywhere RPA, because if you go with testing, then everything that's go with testing will come ahead. Let's modify it and see the exact match. Okay, so now we have only Automation Anywhere RPA developers. Okay, now how many do we have? So how 5,000 is UiPath RPA jobs, and here Automation Anywhere we have only 124. Now we will also see Blue Prism. Okay, so for Blue Prism we have only 12 jobs, but here if you see, we didn't selected the freshness as well. In last 30 days, how many? We have only 6 RPA jobs. So I think you got the question and the answer. Why do we need RPA, and that too with UiPath? So when you are targeting for more jobs, that's when you will get more opportunities. If you are targeting for Blue Prism or Automation Anywhere, the jobs itself are very less. Then getting jobs and getting to interviews will be a tougher task for you. Okay. So yeah, Sonia will check in that RPA. I want to transition in UiPath. Okay. Okay. Pega. Okay. Now I am working. Prabha is asking now I'm working as QA engineer, so I want to switch from QA to UiPath. So what will I do? Is coding necessary? Yes and no. Coding is necessary, but it's not to a greater extent. You will be able to understand the code much more in any much more easier way than what you do in a normal development environment. And you will be able to learn them easily. So that's the main important part. The learning part or learning curve will be much more easier than what you are trying to learn on any other like Python or any other development tool. So that's when it got its improvement, or it got its value add on. Like more people are able to learn it and able to implement it within 30 days, within 60 days. You are seeing that you're getting jobs and they're getting hikes as well. How they are getting it? Because it's easy. Because we have Sonia as well. I think she's already a developer. Sonia, by the end of this session, just tell me whether you as a RPA developer, how did you learn it and how were we able to complete it? Let's go back to the presentation. Let's see. And so these are the achievements of the last teams. Well, I have said about GitHub, right? So we have a RPA, like RPA developers in 30 days. That's an um, open RPA or open repo. You can also go ahead, watch it, and see. We have created like all the members, even though they started new, they don't know anything about GitHub, they don't know about RPA, but still they were able to participate in the teams. They created around 450 plus issues, commits, bugs, reporting, pull requests. So you will get to know more about these in the training program. But this is the way how we decide or give work to multiple members in the team and how the things gets done. And we have close to 136 members who are members of the team or who are also not the members of the team who are contributing to this GitHub repo. So it's not only you are working with the world, not only with 5 to 6 members or not only with yourself. Well, being said that, things and time will not come absolutely for free. Well, I'm doing it for the community. The course fees, the course fees is
Now connected to laptop K4 BGSK PC.
just a second. Yeah, my Alexa gives me these reminders. Okay, so course fees is 15,000 only. The main reason is the amount of content that you're taking from here is more than 15,000. And if you are going, like someone have asked me, so should I take this course and should I pay this course? Yes, I said. And sir, I already paid 60,000 somewhere and I am able to get only the basics. So I should pay 15,000 again. So is that possible? I said, see, the actual course fees in the market is close to 60,000 to 1 lakh. But the main reason why am I doing this, when I started this program around a year back, so for the past 1 year, I'm conducting trainings for every month, and we are able to see jobs and we are able to see career transformations for the people. So that's what my interest is, and more than the fees, it's your opportunities that you are able to transform your career is what pushing me to do this. And why this fees? See, every day, day in and day out, you should have some motivation that you have paid something to get some knowledge. And I too should have motivation to make sure that, okay, someone gave me amount and I need to work to make sure that I do some justice to that amount. So this is a plain based contract to make sure that we are getting this done. And if you are asking me how much will this impact? So this 15,000 that you're paying for few members, this is 2 day of their salary, 2 days of their salary when they get an opportunity. And for someone who are placed as solution architects and who are placed into leadership roles, again, they're already earning, but they are able to get around 100%, 200% hikes. So the nominal fees is what we are charging or I am charging you, so that that commitment is there between you and me. I know that most of you might have left by this time, but people who are leaving now will miss the next important things. So just stay tuned and stay till the end. Any questions? If you can ask, if you want to ask, go ahead and ping me in LinkedIn, and it's Vajrang, and you can go ahead and search for it. And a quick question, have you joined the WhatsApp group or not? Everyone, have you joined the WhatsApp group or not? Just ping
Yes,
yes,
Vajrang.
yes, yes, no, yes, no, because August team WhatsApp group,
Yes.
I'm the only admin and I'll be posting the questions and all the things for you. Okay, let me take the questions. Um, Sonia, can you please unmute and talk? Forever, please go on mute. Yeah, Sonia.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Sonia. So can you please tell me about yourself? How did you start your career?
Yeah, I'm starting my career from Bechtel as a RPA developer,
Mm-hmm.
and currently I'm working as a senior associate in Cognizant
Okay.
as a RPA developer. So I'm looking into a solution architect.
Okay. How many years of experience do you have?
Currently 11 years experience
But when from how many years you're working
in
as an RPA developer?
RPA.
Yeah,
4 years.
exactly. So I think you should be going ahead with you should go ahead with that solution architect role. The main reason is with the experience that you have, you will be able to do more and if you're given a good opportunity and if you're given a good role. So the only difference that is stopping you from being a solution architect and not being a solution architect is, are you applying and doing the roles of a solution architect? Do you know what exactly a solution architect does and how exactly a solution architect will create solutions? So that will be trained and you will be given a team if you join. Since you are already a developer, you will be given a team of two members. You need to lead the team and you need to make sure the solutions are being done. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how our project team works. And we will not work on like complete complete training program where I talk for 1 hour. It will be like a scrum call, and you know what's a scrum call if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. So Manoj,
So is it this training is for whole weekend or is it Saturday, Sunday?
this training is from Monday to Friday, from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. every day, and Saturday Sundays are off for you. It will be daily, like how you work, you will work here.
But like I have a US shift,
That's
so
fine.
3
We
to
can.
12 I am.
That's fine. We can talk on the shifts later. But yeah,
Okay. 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 I will call you
yes, sure.
after this.
.NET
Okay.
knowledge is essential because I'm not from IT department. Well, a bit of .NET knowledge is required. But what I
Yes.
suggest you
I have
is,
7 years.
yeah, Sonia, please go on mute. Thank you. I'm just reading some questions.
Okay.
So Manoj is asking, is .NET knowledge required? Yes, Manoj. Probably yes. And any RPA tool that right now in the market, though it's completely onto onto just drag and drop, a bit of .NET knowledge is still required, but I don't think that it is hard to learn within 15 days and for you to implement it. And the best thing is you can learn as you're working in the projects as well. Like in the projects, you need to see in the job also you will, if you are going to a job, there also you need to learn somehow. So that learning part you will be able to complete here, and that project implementation part you will be able to complete here, Manoj. Satish, I have a gap. Will you provide any experience certificate or else will you give? I can give only suggestions. I'm not providing any fake certificates over here. But if you have any contacts, go ahead and take it. I don't oppose it. Go ahead and take it. Take the experience certificate. That will help you. Okay. So I'll just quickly show you what and how our teams interact. Prabhakar,
Sorry
you
for
go on
interruption.
mute. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, in UiPath tool is just drag and drop only, right? So only basic concepts needed, or else oops concept also needed.
Oops, concepts are not required.
Oh, okay, okay. For and one more that if we create that one application that on the time using Python or .NET coding will use it. But in RPA, why should we learn that coding also? Just logical thinking only, right?
Okay, see here. Well, here everything is drag and drop. That's what I'm telling. So
Okay.
this is one of the this is UiPath tool, and we just need, if I just want to add some things, like I'll just create something, a quick creation. Let's see, if I want to add two numbers, I need to just keep a message box, log message. I can just add 2 plus 3 dot toString. So dot toString, from where did it come and how did it come? You need to understand. But understanding this addition is not a tough part, right? So if I just execute it, run file, I can see the output somewhere in the output panel. So these things are very simple things. Well, why do you need .NET and why do you need .NET knowledge or understanding? To to make sure that you write this 2 plus 3 dot toString. That's it. But if you are not aware of this, then if you don't know additions and multiplications, that I cannot train over here, right? So basic training knowledge is required to understand and implement things. But if you are good enough, then you have tons of activities, around 500 plus activities, 600 plus activities. All you just need is drag and drop. You can do all the activities. That's easy for you. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So let's see. So this is our this is my organization, and this is the group that we have. So you can see all the teams that are in the loop. Like we started around a year back, and the last team, current team, is July 2022. And see the amount of interactions and communication that we are having in. Like we'll be creating challenges, we'll be creating interviews, we'll be creating transcripts, and we will be creating. So this happened only within next last 1 week. And if you're going with June, and if you're seeing the last 1 month, what exactly have happened? So there are tons of information that you are communicating and working with all the team members. Certifications we are doing, coding we are doing, and transcripts we are creating. And you have tons of free access as well for files. Like there are project resumes that are readily available for you, and mock interview transcripts that are available for you, and interview questions that are available for you. So this will be a one place where you can go ahead and learn for yourself, and you can get it done. No need to go to any other place. So you will have access for this general folder and your team. So July team will have access only to July members, so that we can have that connection between the team members, and your team will have August as the new team that will be generated. So that's how it is. And how to join and how to work on it, and how to make sure that you join this team is what we'll discuss in next 1 or 2 minutes. But any other questions? Yeah, Dhaval. If possible, please type in, or else you can talk.
Yeah, I'll just take 2 minutes. Am I audible now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So the thing is, I'm from the non-tech background, but
Mm-hmm.
since last 8 to 9 months, I've been associated with RPA role.
Mm-hmm.
So from
Okay.
internship, I could crack the internship, and then I was
Sure.
made permanent over there. So we have been using some different tools like Power Automate Desktop, then RoboMotion. So
Okay.
they are not most popular tools, and the scope is also limited
Correct.
in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think is like as you rightly pointed out, like there are very less jobs available apart from UiPath.
Correct.
So the obvious thing will be to pick the good tool, which is quite like popular and in a way. So we have I'll have to if I want to transition, then I'll have to pick that tool. So
Yep.
that's the sole reason why I'm picking UiPath. So now the thing is the profile has kind of gap, non-tech roles, and then going into tech. So such kind of mixed profile is there. So I mean, will I be if that's true. Like technology wise, I'll have to learn properly. Then I'll be able to justify the role or interview. But the thing is, like, will I be able to will I be considered if there's so many factors? I mean, which are some are in my favor, some are not. So I was not sure about that. So I needed some guidance from you.
Sure. Dhaval, how many years of experience do you have?
Well, for RPA, if you say, and if technical level role is considered, then 8 months only.
Total?
Total is around 2.5.
And
I
how
was
many?
into sales before as a business development.
Okay. So how many years of gap do you have?
I have actually ample amount of gap because I mean I didn't do any job after graduation, and then there were some conditions, so I had to accept one marketing role. So I started building on that, and my role was of selling IT courses into that. So I mean slightly I had some resources available to me. So I started learning like what I can do. I mean I was not good at coding at all. So I started with non-coding tools like no code some tools. So I started developing interest in that, and then I started creating some projects so I could crack one internship from Internshala. So the whole IT journey started from that point only, and it's been around 8 to 9 months almost into IT roles. And the tool is going good, but as I told you, like the scope is less. So I have to, for better prospects, I have to switch to some more popular tool and transition like that. So that's all about me.
Okay, super. So here is what you can do. The sales role, and to my profile, you are more of a techno-functional role. You know technical part as well as the functional part. You will be able to do sales as well if you are already having experience. So what you can try is you can project around 1 year of experience into RPA, and the remaining 3 year, 2 years, 3 years experience into business analyst role. Or if you can convert, see, one question, if you are telling that you have 2 years of experience, first you need to understand, and if you can crack an interview with 2 years of experience, saying that you have 2 years of experience, if the questions are answered in such a way, will you be able to crack it? If you are able to crack them, and if you are moving to next round, that's when you can take some risks, and you can say, or you can put yourself as a profile as an RPA developer. So go ahead and do it. That will help you.
Right. Actually, the thing is like apart from RPA, I've also been doing courses on Python, then data analysis.
Yeah.
So kind of those, but all those I'm not good at anything. I would say I'm jack of all kind of a guy, a master at none. So
No,
I don't know much. When it comes to depth,
the actual saying is not master at none. So there is still some more. There is jack of all trades and master of none. But jack of all trades is better when you can do more things than a master of one.
yeah. So the thing like I've been close to getting data analyst job, but still in the last round I could not crack it. There was
Yeah.
some complexity. So I had one option, and even last year I actually met you over WhatsApp. I've been actually an subscriber of your channel
Yeah.
since very long, and from your motivation only I accepted the internship job and then converted to the final job. So I mean I know you personally. I mean you might not remember,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
the thing is like with your motivation only I started at that point, and again I'm gonna join. So I'm expecting like with my efforts, I at least I'll be
Definitely,
at a better place than I am
definitely.
currently.
See, we are doing it for the transformation of the careers. That's what we are targeting. If you are able to get a better job, then you are the person who is going to get benefit out of it. But one change in your career transformation will always motivate 10 different people to go ahead and move their careers into different roles and take that risks and to get that opportunities and to get that high paid salaries or high paid jobs or high paid um, see, when I say payment, we are always dependent on the payment. If you are doing everything for free, then you cannot live, right? So that's always a factor. But along with that, your career will be in a good transformation role, and you will be able to guide more people. So go ahead and do it.
Sure, and just a small doubt. I mean, if I'm sorry if I'm taking a
No
lot of
problem.
time,
No problem.
but the thing is like as of now, in LinkedIn in Naukri also,
Mm,
what I've seen is the whatever RPA developer jobs
mm,
they are all minimum at minimum level they're asking for 3 to 5 years of
mm,
experience like that.
mm,
And for the person who is like just a starting on a starting phase, not even full year of experience. So for those guys, like it's next to I mean it gets tough. Like if you don't you know get some suggestions on that like will I mean so that is the thing, like if the profile is not considered then the interview call will come at later stage, but the
mm.
very first stage so
Okay,
that was the doubt actually.
there are two things that's happening in the market right now. Having 3 months of notice period is one issue, and having this particular 3 years of experience, 4 years of experience. Well, there are jobs in the market that's expecting you for 3 years of experience, but when you go ahead and check with the HRs, they're actually looking for profiles who are also 2 years because you cannot see the profiles in the market are very less, and people who know the actual who have the actual knowledge and who can crack them, out of 100 there are only 10 to 15 members, and it's sometimes purely based on luck. Sometimes you will get questions only on the things like very simple things that you can learn, but if you are able to learn the concepts and if you are able to complete the training, you can be in that 15 to 20%.
Right, so like I mean so luck plays a part as well
No,
beyond
your hard work plays a part as well.
that too.
Yeah. So the way how you answer, for example, if you are keeping 2 years of experience and if you are answering as a fresher, then will they be able to get convinced that you can do that job or role?
Of course not.
If you're going as a fresher or 1 year of experience, but if you are answering everything about solutions, if you are answering about PDD designs development, will you be considered or not?
I mean, a slight chance because they might say like you're over experienced for the post, so we
No,
will.
no, it will never be over experience for any post because you're just keeping that you are 1 year of experience. They will give the end goal. Over experience will never happen because you're telling only 1 year experience, 1 year, right? But you know many
Yeah,
things. That's it.
true. So I should be taking that approach, like saying
Yes,
1 year will be a good safe bet for me.
yes. Keep 2 years of experience and answer for it. With our training program, you'll be able to do it. That's easy.
Sure.
Uh,
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for that.
yeah. So we have Purushottam. Yeah, Purushottam, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Vajrang. Good evening, all. My name is Purushottam.
Yeah.
I'm having around 13 years of IT experience.
Okay.
Currently, I'm working as a QA test lead.
Mhm,
In fact, actually, I watched many of your YouTube videos.
mhm,
So I also subscribed to your channel. Now from past one and a half year, actually, I was watching many RPA UiPath videos, but due to because I'm not comfortable to face an interview. Okay, so I'm not able to put my resume and try. Now the problem is I'm having over experience, like 13 years of experience. So how is the how I can actually, what do you suggest actually based on
So, what are your chances to go ahead as a solution architect or into a leadership role than going as a developer role? Like, are you interested?
Yeah, in fact, actually, actually, I'm interested in RPA developer only first because the solution architect and all. Once you have the RPA developer, then only it would be better. To give the solution architect level actually.
So, Purushottam, what exactly is happening is like, okay, so you're a QA test lead already, right?
Yes, yes,
So when you are already leading some place at some place, see, it's not always RP experience that counts. It's your personal experience on how to manage people and how to work with multiple teams also counts.
right,
Okay. When you're going on a leadership role or when you're going on a lead role, this part will become like 60% of leadership and 40% of the technical expertise is expected in any role into your leadership. The main reason is you should be able to guide people more than to just sit and work. You should be a team leader out there, not team member. Okay, with 13 years of experience, you should go as an RPA developer, but go as an RPA lead or solution architect,
okay,
or go into leadership role, and you will be able to get it here, Purushottam. See, everyone, I can ask everyone to go to one role, RPA developer, but that's not how you should be targeting your career. If you're already experienced with 13 years, why should you go as an RPA developer again? You have the capability to do more. Okay,
right,
just we are trying to
okay.
build the confidence that your confidence will come from the work we do here. Simple.
Yeah, and one more thing, actually, as you suggested, now classes will be morning 6 to 7, and also in the night also, right? So,
No,
and also you talked about, I mean,
it's
only morning.
morning 6 to 7.
Only morning citizen.
Yeah.
Okay. And also you're talking about Scrum calls. So that Scrum calls, it is also part of this 6 to 7
Yep.
only, or
Yes, correct. There's a
okay. Suppose
that's
if you
right.
okay in the Scrum call itself, are you teaching any concepts or just actually in the
Everything,
Scrums?
everything
Okay.
that's related to the project, you can go ahead and like you need not check on what you're learning. Just you need to follow on what we are discussing and what we are learning over here, like what I'm trying to help you out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thanks, Vajrang.
you're welcome. Any other questions?
Yeah, that's it from my end.
Can't we start early instead of August 1st? August 1st is just a week ahead, right? August 1st week. So we are currently in July month, and July month team need to be completed. We are having like I'm having only one slot. I'm a solution architect as well as I am working on various other tools and various other things. So that's one hour of daily time that I'm trying to spend with the community. Can Manoj is asking, can we survive as a developer after this course as because of non-IT background instead of going support role? See, when you learn this, complete this course, there are tons of opportunities that can come in. You can go for a RPA support role, RPA admin role, RPA developer role. So it's not about the role that we are discussing. It's about the tool and the knowledge that we are gaining. You can apply for all the things, and mostly it will be inclined towards support, more towards development. But if you are too good at development, support interviews will be like a cakewalk for you. You can just take them and close them, Manoj. Okay, important point. Now, how can you pay and how can you get the details? I'll give you a link right away. Just a second. Let me just stop the screen share. Just pause it. Okay. So I'll be sharing with you the details or this recording, but I think that should not be required. You can go ahead and check it out. But I will definitely share you this presentation. Okay, I'll share you this presentation so you can go ahead and touch base on what's required and how things are getting. I think I stopped my screen share. Let me share it again. Yep. So here you go. Okay, finally, that's a thank you slide from my end. Any questions so far? We have around 20 more members.
How many projects will be completing, Vajrang? It's
Ideally, it's 4, but actually, the first week we'll be covering more on the basics of the project. So it will be 3 complete end-to-end projects.
okay.
That should be enough. In the
Yeah,
resume also, you can keep only 3. 3 is more than enough.
yeah. Yeah, to keep in resume,
Yeah, that
it
should
would
be
be
enough.
good if we have 3.
Yeah, that should be enough.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
the best part is you can keep 5 more, but you still will be able to answer all the questions regarding those. So that's the expertise that you are bringing in.
Yeah. Thank
Yes,
you, Vajrang.
So I have a question here.
yes, Anupama, tell me.
So, so the starting course will be like from basics you will be teaching, or from the technical part only, like
See, I cannot
end to
teach
end
you.
automation.
I cannot teach you A plus B, how to do calculations, and how to do write an if condition, and how can I use a switch statement. But
Yeah.
are you aware of them or not?
Yes, actually, I already worked for 1.5 year as a RPA developer, but due to some gap issue, so I was not able
So
to clear the interview of.
you need not even check about it. Then okay, just go ahead and
Okay.
join. You will enjoy the sessions and the projects.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Or else it's last 2 minutes. We'll be closing this meeting. Well, right now
Yeah,
I'm yes,
sorry to.
yes. Tell me.
Yeah. I mean, you talked about senior people will be, assisting, right? So that is our own, I mean, do you have the separate team for that, or it is,
This is your
those
own
who are,
team. Your own team. Yeah.
okay, okay, fine.
Okay. So right now I am in US. So the time is like you can see completely uh, day for me. So that's the reason I'll be working from 8:30 to 9:30 in the US time zone. So that's 6 to 7 a.m. daily. So please go ahead and join and expecting to have your career transformation soon. If you join or not join, don't stop learning and you can always get connected with me.
Thank you, Vajrang.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you,
and
Vajra.
sorry